Okay, harmonic minor. If you want to think about classical players, violinists, classical violinists, I wish I could remember the name of the composer who actually really coined the harmonic minor scale. The whole argument was he loved the sound of that leading 7th degree going into the major scale. Let's just do the major scale for a second. So just 2 big stretches. Just that. So it was that distance, that leadingness sound going into the 1, back into the octave, how it really pushed you to continue the scale. The composer really liked that. That was really key for him. So he wanted to be able to have that same kind of leading sound in a minor scale. Now in a typical minor scale, and actually you can see in pentatonic as well, those 2 notes right there, that's your 7 or your minor 7. That's your octave, right? Yeah. Okay. So if you were to fill in the rest as a regular minor, you have a pair of 1, 3, 4s. It's the Aeolian mode too, in case you're right. So he didn't like that gap. He wanted to shrink that gap a little bit between 7 and 1. So what he did was then he just raised that 7. He borrowed the major 7 and put that in place of the minor 7.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a minor scale with a major 7 in there.
So it's a hybrid.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, 2nd finger. Yeah, so you can kind of...
There's a lot of like Middle Eastern kind of pick up on that scale, don't they?
Where it actually shines a lot, and people don't even realize it, Santana, Latin kind of stuff. Yeah. It all has that kind of bossa kind of feel to it. And so I thought I'd give you a chord progression to play with it. I've got it here, but I'm also going to give it to you here as well. What the harmonic minor does when you harmonize it, meaning building chords off of that scale, you start with obviously a minor in the root. So our first chord, if we were playing an A harmonic minor, the 1 chord is an A minor, and the 4 chord is a D minor. Now here's where it gets funky. When we go to do the 5 normally should be a minor, but in this case it's a dominant 7. Yep. Okay. So you've got... So you start with A minor, D minor. That's right. That's right. So, yep, so the kind of rhythm... Okay, so what I want you to do is, actually let me get a piece of paper and I'll write this scale down, okay? Let's walk through this crazy kooky shape, okay? So starting off with a pair of 1, 3, 4s. Okay, 2nd finger now is going to grab that raised 7. Okay, now you're going to push yourself out of position there. Okay, now we're going to slide back into position. For just the first 2 notes, pinky's going to jut out there. Yeah, if that's important, burn that dotted fret there, that 9th fret into your brain. Okay, and then a normal 1, 3, 4 to end it. Exactly.
Okay.
Alright. Exactly. Pinky there.
Okay.
No, on the dotted.
Yeah, right there.
On the 7th fret. Okay, watch here, 3rd finger. Because you got exactly. Okay. Some people will go there and do the jump that way, which is totally acceptable too. Sure. My big thing is once you jump into a position, you stay in that position until you cannot move out of it. All right.
Yeah, especially if you're going to be playing fast.
Well, you don't want to be, you don't want to be making exceptions for any one particular note. Do that whole string, and its adjacent strings in one position if you can. Okay, don't jump it back and forth. All right, cool. So let's try it all the way across and all the way back once more. Exactly, good stuff. All right, so cool. Let's see if we can come up with some ideas. Okay. One of the cool things that you can do with this is do a little hammer on and pull off right where that tension exists. So like, well, up on the raised 7, like where you were in the right location. You just had to crank it up a little bit. It's right there. Oh, okay. Right there between those two spots. Exactly. Exactly. So. One of the big tricks with Santana is he likes to tremolo pick. So you got to kind of throw that in there every once in a while. So. Let's just try something. Alright, so let's see if we can combine it with like a blues lick or something. So like, almost Dorian-ish. Sorry, we ran out of music here.
Okay, so you're just kind of putting the A minor pentatonic in along with this. That's cool.
You betcha. Exactly. So. Let's trade off. Your turn. Awesome. One of my favorites is so you use a little bit of your very typical we're gonna throw you. Okay, no, well, still here. Sure, they're both in the same fret. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At the 15th, sorry. Right, because right now that's just pentatonic. That's just pattern 4 right there.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, so then you do that big honkin'.
Okay. That's this right here. And you do
The high E string right there.
Yeah.
So the actual bend that I'm doing, I'm grabbing the pentatonic note. I'm not doing that raised 7. I'm back to that normal minor 7 right there.
Where's your pentatonic? Sorry, what pentatonic note are you grabbing?
I'm bending this guy,
Yeah.
and I'm playing this guy right beside it, even though he's supposed to be raised. But right now, just for the lick, I'm not doing it. So, because
Okay.
both of those are on the 15th, but
Alright, so okay, good. Because that's your pentatonic there.
the normal pentatonic that we do, the pattern 4, remember that guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so,
Okay. Right there. Sorry. That's regular.
alright, so,
Okay.
yeah. And you can come back to that same bend, so. Nice. Yeah, because you know your pattern 1's right there.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can do both.
We're going, yeah, I know.
Oh, we never actually did the shape, so let's do that shape, okay?
Yeah, it's just me kind of getting used to it because I'm throwing different shapes in here before I really learn it, but
Yeah. Yep, to your
okay.
Alright. The strings before it. Just a pair of 1 3/4. Your second finger. There you go. And then a pair of 1 3/4 behind it. Nice. Very good.
I'll just keep this note going here for a little bit.
Yep. I mean, if you wanted to be like total, then you'd be total.
Yeah.
I don't remember. There's a Yngwie Malmsteen song where he's, and he does another chord.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, that's just sick. All harmonic minor. I don't think the guy has ever played a straight minor scale ever.
No.
Alright, so that's cool. Alright. That one's got a nice little walk there. If you start on there. Alright, so just start right there with your second finger.
Is that right?
Samba, it's all about rhythm, man.
Okay.
Yep, so just doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then just walk back. Yep, so
Okay.
so
Cool.
let's have some more fun. So start with the walk. Boom. 2, 3, 4, boom. So you actually don't do it on the 1. 4, 1. 2. I could give you a little more volume, that would be nice. 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. string, okay? 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. Okay, once we've got that, together, then you got see how that works? 3, 4, 1.
Yeah, that will work out nice.
I stayed on the B there, but there's no rule, man.
Yeah. Cool.
Now the other thing that you can do with this, well, one of the many things that you can do with this, is only play semitones. Like only play those spots where you have one fret between notes. And that's where it gets really kind of kooky, because then you get this kind of like a...
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, so in the case of in the case of the 12th fret version here, on the that's right. So what's cool about that is if you can get the trills going.
How many metal guys have played that? Jeez.
Right, but little trills there. Well, it's just
good for my pinky.
no, like I'm always using my first and second. And then back up to. Yep. Right, well, you back up to this shape when you get up there. It's a. It's one of those kooky things, right?
Yeah.
But you can do it also here, like so. So, you know, do it there. It's one of those fun things. Now, yeah, for another metal shred kind of thing, if you notice, one of the things that we have here is we've got a nice consistent pair of 1, 3, 4s, right? I mean, that little shape there doesn't play out of its shape at all during this. Let me throw that in there too. So we can work with that because in creating the scale you only need the 7 notes, right? We're not really straying. If you do this much with that note, like a pair of 1, 3, 4s and that single note, that in itself is enough to indicate a harmonic minor. Right? Okay. So that's significant. Because what that means is that is a repeated pattern.
Oh.
So if we know the way the guitar is written out, we can do octaves, right? We could just do 1, 3, 4s all the way up the neck. So let's try that. So let's, before we add the major 7 in there, let's just do the 1, 3, 4s. Okay, so starting on the 5th fret, you've got a pair of 1, 3, 4s. Okay, now that octave is right here. Right? Because that's an A note and that's also an A note, right? So it makes sense that those 6 notes exist here as well as here.
Yeah.
And again, if we jump the octave, at the 10th fret is another A. We can do a pair of 1, 3, 4s right there. Okay, so we've got a... Right? 10th fret. That's the only kooky one there.
Yeah.
Alright,
I love
so
that B string.
when we go to add that raised 7 in there, well, all we have to do is every octave that we jump, we're going to go back 1 fret and slide into it. So starting from here, see that guy right there? Slide in. We said this spot was at the 7th fret, so we're going to go 6th fret. And we were at the 10th fret, so now we're going to go to the 9. There's your harmonic minor in a more diagonal format. Okay, so now you build a nice...
Man, the more stuff you teach me, the more I just get blown away.
Harmonic minor is one of those kind of bizarre...
Oh yeah, I'm just going to just noodle on this big time.
So you can have a lot of fun with that. Now, the flip side of that, which is one that I really like, is like I really get a kick out of this... Sorry, I get a kick out of this shape. Right, that.
Oh yeah, okay.
That part right there with the stretch.
Yeah.
And just because I'm one of those weird people. But okay, well,
You're not weird.
Well, we talked about the octave that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this part here, you can see the semitones sitting right there, right? See how they're the 4th and the 5th fret, and then the 5th and the 6th fret there on the G and the B string respectively. Okay, that means that those are the bottom parts of these two guys. Okay, does that make sense?
No, run that by me again.
Okay, yeah, this section right here. Well, I'll just draw it out. So this part here, this little section right here.
Okay. Yep.
Is if I was to just draw the last couple of strings. Okay, that section and this section, those are the same. So if I was to build under that, I would get this,
and then
and then that, right?
Yeah, it's just like when you were showing me way back when the different modes where you were like, and then when you were finished, it's like, oh, okay, whatever you finish there, you bring it up.
That's right.
And you keep moving it along.
That's right.
It's the same trick here. Okay.
Exactly. So what we did then is we took these two pieces and we put it here. So this, I just don't want you to lose the location of this because the shape's a lot of fun. Okay, so it's these 4 pieces on the 7th fret and the 8th fret. So we're going to use them now with our 1st and 2nd finger.
Okay.
Okay. So. For some reason, leading with 1 2 4s is a lot faster than leading with 1 3 4s. That's why I'm doing this shape too. All right, so.
Alright, so you're doing the exact same thing we did with the 1 3 4s. You're just doing it now with like a 1 2 4 shape.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So
you're out of breath from doing that, man.
All right, so.
So hey, what do you know? Here we are back in that position right there. Cool.
Yeah, so. I messed up there.
The guitar is such a freaking cool instrument.
So it's fun to.
It's so mathematical.
So. Fun?
Oh man.
So again, all your blues licks will still work.
Yeah.
But now you can add your funky harmonic minor into it now, so. much fun throwing that stuff in there.
You know my wife's Colombian, eh?
Well, now you can be able to. She'll be able to belly dance to
baby.
that
Here
stuff.
we go. Yeah.
It's
You want to
awesome.
dance to this, baby?
Right. So
Alright, cool.
yeah. So
That is neat.
but definitely do being able to do the walk up there is kind of. Exactly. I don't think Santana ever went backwards. I think he always did his tremolos going up because he was after like a big finish sort of thing. So, oh, okay. One more thing that you could also do, sort of, kind of borrowing from something got really loud. If you didn't want to do that much, I think we talked about an alternate picking pattern that kind of went like. I think we did that a long time ago.
Yeah, I think so.
If you wanted to kind of keep that idea, you could still do it that way as well. So instead of doing all 6 notes, you would just do the first 2, and then just the outsides.
Just do the first 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
okay. So. Almost getting like, what's his name from Dream Theater? John You get some really cool. If I could ever play the right note, but anyways, that's, you know, it's pretty kooky with the reach there, but if you know what you're doing, and give it a try.
Okay.
Now from there, just come back. Just coming back normal harmonic.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and then, so there's it.
Alright. That's cool. Cool.
It's just a really fun thing to do, and there's lots of backing tracks. I just grabbed the first one I could find that was kind of fun to play against, and
Alright, I'll
but
check
the
that out.
sky's the limit for that sort of stuff. So,
Awesome.
oh, okay. So another thing that you can do that you can do with all the other scales is a sequence against it. Okay, so we talked about sequences like up 3, back 2, and that sort of thing, right? Like like that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was shredding 102. About, yeah.
So one of the cool things about this guy is you can do, I call it classical 4s, but it's really a sequence of 4, but the first 3, you start with 3 notes and then do a sequence of 4. So So you start with, let's just do a sequence of 4 first to get the idea. So in this case, and let's only do like the first 6 notes or 4 notes or whatever. So a sequence of 4, every note has 4 notes that go along with it. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you're going to go to the second degree. That's good. Then the pinky. Okay, and now. No. Now you're on the 4th note of the scale, and you're going up 4 from there. See, this is the trick. Yeah, okay. You always have to remember where you ended. Pinky. There you go. That's right. And then, so. There you go. So. I got it. There we go. All right. So that's your typical sequence of 4. A more classical approach is to do 3 notes and then start it. So what you're going to do is, what that does is that makes the 4th, that makes your sequence always start on the 4th step, or an and or an upbeat, I guess. Okay. So it would be, instead of, which is very typical, da 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 da, now it's going to be more like. It just takes the emphasis off of that downbeat when you start your sequence. So you'll start with 3 first, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Actually, in a case like that, I would probably do the 3 note per string version of it, which I have done. So. So it's fun. Like it's just,
it is cool.
You play it against that if it works.
Yeah.
It's quite a nice little workout. Wow. But do you hear how it, like if I was to do a regular sequence of 4, it would just be. But you do the classical version where you start with 3 and 4, like. So you can hear that it's a subtle difference, and it's something that a lot of average listeners wouldn't pick up. Yeah. But it's one of those things that you can just kind of. It's a very typical sequence, but when you do that first, it makes it sound a lot less typical. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, you're always looking just for that little twist.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we talked about our chord progression. I'm just trying to wrap here. Yep. So we talked about what makes the difference is that raised 7th. We talked about the chord progression that goes with it. We didn't talk about the diminished. I wish we had time.
That's all right. Well, we can always pick it up. Yeah. Next time.
And so we did it in that shape. We also did the 4th or the 5th string rooted version of it. Always try to combine it with your pentatonics, and then we also talked about the sequencing. Oh, and we also talked about trilling. Oh, and we also did the octave slide, and then we also inverted it so that we could use 1, 2 for us. And then we just played outside notes as well. The other thing that you might want to try to do is try to do it linearly. Okay, so try to build the harmonic minor scale all on one string.
Okay.
Okay, so in a case like that, use this as your guide. So if, let's say we did it on a high E string, so you would start with 1, 2, minor third. Okay, so in the case of minor third and 4, major third and 4 is a half step away, but minor third and 4 is a whole step away. Okay, 5. Okay, so 4 and 5 is no different. 5 to minor 6 is a half step. Okay, now you're going to get from minor 6 to a major 7, which is a 1.5, well, 1.5 step. And then from major 7 to 1, which is a half step. Okay, so...
Okay.
Alright, so let's try that. A lot of times what I try to do is I try to put as much of one pattern in as I can.
Yeah.
So I'll go, and then a slide, and now I'll jump into that kooky 1, 2, 4 shape. Because then you're working the weirdness all in one position there, if you will, or one shape. Okay, so a 1, 3, 4 with a slide. Yeah, so 1, 3, 4 slide. Go right to the 12th fret. There you go.
Okay.
And that's a little...
Yeah, I must admit, because I do that with the other scales. I just work them in one string.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I find I do get lazy. I'll just one finger and I'm just working around. So yeah, you're right. I should follow pattern shapes too.
Well, it's quicker recall for me. Well, this is cool. Sorry, I keep adding more stuff. But... Okay, because you've got a 1, 2, 4 and a 1, 3, 4 there, you can slide in between them. So if we start with a descending, slide down, come up a 1, 2, 4. Pinky slide, 1, 3, 4. No. 1, 3, 4. Strict 1, 3, 4. Slide. This is now 1, 2, 4. Slide up. 1, 3, 4. Slide back. 1, 2, 4. This freaks your head right out trying to. Yeah.
Okay,
So
lost my finger.
yeah.
Cool.
You know, he gets really stupid. I can't even do it. Yeah, but it's really, you know, you can do some really cool, classically inspired type stuff. So,
cool. Oh man, I'm gonna have fun with that.